Welcome everyone to episode 10 of the Great Culture Wars in EU4. And episode 10 means we're gonna have a look at the ledger and some more in detailed look at the map mode. So let's start with the country page. First off, we're gonna obviously check the straight up development. So number one, relatively unsurprisingly, is Syria, and afterwards we have Lyon, the Normans, and the Occitans. Now, the Occitans are actually somewhat surprising to me. I mean, number one, pretty clear, Syria, Lyon, no doubt about that. Then the Normans, well, I guess with their conquest of Denmark, I can see that their number up there. But why are the Occitans there? I hate saying that now. I really hate saying that. You guys made me hate saying that. But anyway, I don't really know where they're getting their development from. It must be the Maghreb region. It's hard to tell. Actually, you know what? We'll have a look at the just overall development and see which kind of capital areas have been especially developed. So Silesia is obviously at 42. We've got Moscow at 41. All looking pretty good. A lot of the Norwegian provinces have been, have been picked as capitals, so that's actually kind of funny. They look very nice. 36. Actually, look at this. We've got Dublin, and I guess Edinburgh is much better developed than London. And Paris is just not developed at all. Nobody cares about Paris. Wow. Yeah, we've got St. Gallen and Bern both developed. It's very strange how the AI always loves to just develop their capital. Even if they lose a province and then get a new capital as their new province as their capital, they just love to develop that. But yeah, I think I've checked enough. I think I wasted enough time looking at that. But yeah, so they somehow get provinces. Also, Ryazanians, kind of surprising to see them up there. I would have thought the Turkish are higher up on this list, but well, they're not. In fact, we actually have English Brazil beating a lot of the strong nations in Europe, such as Hungary. It does not have as much development as English Brazil. That is very strange. But anyway, let's check out some more things. We've got, well, maybe maximum manpower would be interesting to see that. Okay, so that's Lyon, then Ryazanians, Syrians. The Finnish are actually up there, but no. Lyon has by a far margin the highest maximum manpower, which is great. Also income, Lyon by far the highest and the most income. Then we've got Syria, Normans close up. England trailing behind a little bit, but overall it's pretty good. Who has the least? Malta, the Catalans, Serbians. Actually, the Slovaks are doing pretty fine for their one province. Alright, well, other than that, we can probably move on. Actually, let me move on to the military and check out the army. So total army, wouldn't be surprised if Lyon has the strongest army, and they do. Franconia, second place, they do have a lot of mercenaries, but other than that, they're doing pretty fine. Then the Gascons. Syria does not really have a large army. Yeah, they have been relatively exhausted by all these wars. That's okay though. Force limit, the highest, probably also Lyon. Yeah, they're just by far the strongest nation when it comes to income and all these kind of things. As for navy, the biggest navy have the Irish. They have a bigger navy than the English. That is very surprising to me. Wow, a lot of transport ships too. They only have this. This is all they have, really. So that's kind of surprising. Where are the English? They're down here. Wow, they have significantly less ships, like 20 less ships. Also the heavy fleet. The Irish have the strongest heavy fleet. So they definitely have by far the strongest navy in the game. Wow, that is also rather surprising. Other than that, is there something else I would like to check out? Maybe economy. Income I already checked, but I guess we could do that. No, I don't want to see graphs. That's fine. Trade, also don't think that's too important. So I guess overall, we'll check out the current wars once again. So we have Austria. Now, someone actually mentioned this. Someone wanted Austria to go after Croatia. Well, there you are. Austria has heard you, and they're now going to war. They're also at war with the Czechs. But yeah, they're also at war with the Czechs. Now, unfortunately for the Romanians, they're in this war as well, and I think they're going to lose this, especially Franconia, with their huge army, are going to kick some butt. The Czechs and, well, the Croatians are not really helping, so it's basically Austria and Franconia versus the Romanians. So that's going to at least slow them down, because they will lose a lot of manpower, but oh well. Other than that, we've got the Latvians. Yes, we checked out that war. Latvia, Muscovy, and the Finnish. against Novgorod, Karelia, and Ryazan. The Ligurians are really getting it. They are now at war with Tunis and Morocco, Lombards and Sardinia, and Umbria. Oof. Ouch. They're gonna just get ripped apart. I mean, they already did, but it's gonna get even worse. So they'll lose these 2 provinces for sure. They will definitely lose all of this, what they got down here, and then they might be left with what they have here. But that is only if Umbria doesn't take it over. So yeah, pull them. And last but not least, we've got Tuscany trying to take a province off of Andalusia to kick them out of Iberia and Europe for that matter, because then they only have the province here and a little bit of provinces in Africa. That's that. All right, well, I guess I'll check out the dynastic map modes we already have seen. Piast in Poland's kind of nice, but yeah, we'll move on. Religion I already checked out. Yep, the cultures are important, but as I said, the AI doesn't change it much. So for the most part, whatever we have seen in the beginning, what has been colonized, it's going to stay this way. The AI doesn't really do a lot of conversion, so this is what we have, and probably what we're going to have to deal with for a long time. Trade, well, that could be somewhat important. I think I'll check that out a little bit later once the next institution spawns. That's going to be important. The highest value trade node right now is the English Channel, and it's probably going to stay like that. Pretty sure it will stay like that. And then institution spread, we've already seen. Burgundy, or the Normans are actually profiting from Burgundy being reformed, so they get the institution quick, and the rest, yeah, we'll get a little bit later. Alright, there's no empire, so we don't need to check that out. Alright, so that was that, and I think we can just go forward and see the wars unfold. So I suppose we'll see Liguria ripped apart in this episode, and we'll probably see the Romanians also taking a little bit of a hit because they're at war with Franconia and Austria. Other than that, we will have, yeah, this big war here with Muscovy being involved. So it's probably just Novgorod getting eaten up, and then perhaps Muscovy getting some of their cores back from Ryazan. Not sure if the Finns are going to get something from Karelia. I doubt it actually, because they haven't given anything to the Latvians in their previous war. So it's probably just going to be Novgorod getting eaten up, and perhaps Muscovy getting some stuff back, as I said. Now the Czechs will probably lose that to Austria, because there's a claim on that, and Austria is the war leader, so yeah, they will just take that over. And Croatia has been freed though, so far the Romanians are actually doing a really good job. They're standing here in the mountains with well, they were standing with a lot of men, but they just got absolutely stack wiped. Yep. Alright, well, this war's lost. Okay, now Roma could actually fall into the hands of the Sardinians, who so far have really just kept to their islands. They have Corsica and Sardinia, as well as the Balears, and that's it. That's all that Sardinia has got. So if they take over Genoa here and Roma, which they have occupied, that'd be really profitable for them. But I think it's just the Lombards, they will simply take over that one province, their one core that they have, that will just take that, and that's going to be it. These 2 provinces are probably going to be given back to the Umbrians because they are their cores, and the Venetians don't want anything. So that's good for them. I wonder who Naples, the Neapolitans were at war with someone. I don't remember who it was, but they were involved in some of the Ligurian wars, but they're no longer interested. Alright, so the Tunisians have taken basically every province the Ligurians had in North Africa. They've just left them with one, I guess, so that they could continue to colonize for Tunis, which is a smart move. Also, we have Aragon at war with Morocco now. Okay, they have also done a really great job of colonizing. They're even considered a great power, which is cool, but they're also, Tuscany. You know what? This must be Leon declaring war on the Tuscans and Portuguese to just continue their efforts of uniting Iberia, and they seem unstoppable, especially with Morocco on their side. No one can really stop them. No one can stop him. Not to the north. I mean, the Gascons, they can maybe hold their own, but yeah, this is insane. Alright, so Sardinia and the Lombards have peaced out. They took Novara and nothing else. So these 3 provinces are most likely going to be handed over to the Umbrians. Yep, because that's all that That's all that the Ligurians got left. Ah, too bad. Now, Austria is still fighting in their war. They have managed to peace out the Czechs. They did take over that one province, just as I expected. Then we have the war in the north. That is still raging. Huh. It's not really such a decisive battle. The Ryazanians and Karelians are able to hold back the Muscovite, Finnish, and Latvian alliance, and I guess Novgorodians are doing something valuable. I mean, they definitely joined in that battle. I saw that. And actually, no, this is the Ryazanians. So we'll have to see how that turns out. But slowly but surely, the Novgorodians are being overrun, and I think they are the war leaders. Yeah. So it's just going to be a matter of time until they run out of war enthusiasm, and then yeah, that's going to be it. Now, as I expected, Leon called in Morocco in their war against the Portuguese, and that also has Aragonese and the Tuscans in this. Now, if Leon does it correctly, they can take this province and kick out Aragon. They can take these two provinces, kick out the Portuguese, and then it's really just the Tuscans who are left here. In fact, they were at war with the Andalusians, but did not manage to get a peace just before Leon declared the war. So yeah, this has most likely been freed by Leonese troops, and now they're being occupied themselves. So I really hope to see Leon is doing what I would do, is getting rid of this, and getting rid of as much as possible as they can here. But they're not going to be able to fully annex all of these Tuscan provinces, because those are 4 provinces. It's a bit much. I don't think they're going to be able to take all of it. But that's amazing. And the Aragonese are really making their way into Morocco here. They're not really keen on giving that province up. Perhaps they will keep. They might keep it. Actually, I think they might be able to hold on to it just because their power base is down here, and the Leonese are not sending any forces there. Although, well, now they're doing it through Morocco. They're sending a few men. There's also Andalusians here. Well, it's interesting to see what happens, but it's safe to say the Portuguese will be gone, and the Tuscans will lose a huge chunk of their lands here. So yeah, Umbria, as I said, has had to give up Umbria, Umbria has taken Umbria from the Ligurians, and they've also taken Roma. So the Ligurians now have Genoa, as well as this one province here in Africa. So yeah, there you are. Enjoy. The Tuscans peaced out. They gave up, I believe, like 2 provinces. Yeah, Murcia and Jaén. Still at war with Andalusians, so they can grow stronger. They're basically, if they manage to take Gibraltar or Jabal Tariq, they will be Granada in the 1444 start date, except that they're not white. But yeah, that's would be nice for them. And Portugal also controls Tangiers down here, which would be a very valuable province to have for the Leonese. So we'll have to see what they manage to take from them. We've had a relative peace in this region for quite some time, especially the 3 French nations haven't really done much. We see the Basque being annexed by the Leonese. Yep, that was relatively quickly. So, ooh, you are my favorite now. And wow, Romanians had to give in. Protecting Croatians was really a bad job. Bad decision, poor decision on their part. Croatia is actually still around. They have 1 province left, but the Romanians had to give 2 provinces back to the Romanians, to the Ligurians, Jesus, and some to the Swiss. At least one to the Swiss and 1 to the Lombards as well. And you actually are target of a coalition that has fired now, I think. Yes, Lombards, Venetians, Umbrians, and Sardinians. Ooh, now you got Hungary on your side, Neapolitans, and the Piemontese, and you've just managed to piece them out, which is good. Didn't take any, must have been a white peace then, yeah. But yeah, your allies, actually you're still at war. Did Hungary pieced out? Oh, that's interesting. But they still have Austria and Silesia as their ally. Okay, now you're finally at peace as well. I don't think you had to give up anything. No. Oh, you did have to give up 1 province to Austria here as well. Interesting. Alright. Alright, Austria growing stronger there. Austria now looks nice. They were looking very small for a long time, but they have now managed to grow a little bit more powerful. Now, Muscovy has not gotten their cores back, but Latvia has taken Pskov. And did Finland take anything? No, I think it was really just Pskov, you know, being ceded to the Latvians. So that's all that we've gotten. Okay, and Leon doesn't want to peace out yet. Oh, but they have landed troops in Aragonese, in the Aragonese lands, and they're now just racking their shit, forcing them to peace out and give that one province over. And then, where does Portugal have the rest of their lands? They have one province here. They have a lot of lands up here in Africa. The Tuscans are down here. Okay, no one has colonized the Cape yet. Occitans La Plata. The Normans have kind of stopped colonizing down here. Probably because of Tordesillas, I think. And Leonese have a colonial nation. Leonese West Indies. Very cool. And North America is still strongly in Norman hands. Alright, well, that's nice to see. Anything else that I may have missed? No wars! Are you kidding me? Oh, wow. Look at Leonese. Gee. So they did take Alicante, and they did take Lisboa and Beja. Wow, that looks awfully nice. That looks awfully nice. So do you have a coalition? You do not. And you still have some really nice allies. Morocco and the Occitans down here. And, yeah, well, the Bretons are not really useful. But perhaps the Bretons will be your vassal at some point. I mean, at this point, they probably would accept vassalization. I wouldn't be surprised if we were to see that. If we were to see the Bretons as a vassal of the Leonese. But, wow, that looks very mighty indeed. And I'm pretty sure that you are the #1 great power right now. I mean, Syria is still strong. And they continue to colonize. But, yeah. The Sardinians actually took a province from the Tuscans. I didn't notice that. Oh, not too bad. We've got rebels there, and I'm pretty sure that by now we should have some other wars, right? No wars! What the heck is going on? There are no wars. Well, I guess I would like to use that time to check out the religions. We have some more reformed nations. So now the Czechs are reformed as well. So the Czechs, Swiss, and the Burgundians are all reformed. But still only one Protestant nation. Yeah, very, very weak Reformation. Very weak Reformation. But, you know, at least they have faster spread of the printing press. So that's good for them. And, I mean, neither Syria nor Leon have the printing press yet. But I would say it grows faster for the Leonese. I think it grows faster for them. Because they at least have a few reformed nations, provinces. So, yeah, they actually benefit from that in a way, at least. Alright, well, the Sami have, yeah, they have now decided, okay, we cut them off as far as we could. The Ryazanians are now managed to get past the Aral Sea, and they now get to colonize here. But, alright, you know what? Maybe Crimea and the Sami will work together and get them off. I mean, it's only 2 provinces. It's easily doable. But I think the Sami, they're not really interested in cutting off anyone anymore. They have still so much that they can colonize. It's insane. They will really grow powerful from that. And the Egyptians, they're looking nice. But, yeah, the Syrians are also going for some important centers of trade. So this is going to be a run for the Spice Islands. And we'll see how that unfolds. But, yeah, I think for now, I will probably end this episode here. We'll have a last look at the great powers. #1, well, who could otherwise be? The Leonese. Then we've got the Normans and the Syrians kind of tied on #2, I would say. And then we've got the English, the Occitans, Ryazanians, Tunisians, and the Crimeans. So, really nice. We might have a little bit of a peacetime right now, which is not too bad. We had so many wars going on. I'm pretty sure I've missed a lot of peace deals. Always let me know if I did, because, yeah, I would obviously like to know what I have missed. So, other than that, though, you can obviously also let me know what you would like to see next. I'm not sure if oh, you know what? I think one thing you always wanted to see was the trade goods, right? But not much has changed. Still tons of furs, especially the camel furs that we have here in North Africa, because it's very cold there, you know, so they need a lot of furs. But yeah, that's a little bit insane, the amount of furs we have, but oh well. Yeah, so just so you know. Anyways, I'll end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.